Good evening and welcome to Friday Vespers for October 23rd. I've just finished watching the final presidential debate, and I don't know about you, but it left me feeling a bit unsettled and angsty. Of course, contentious politics always leave me feeling unsettled and angsty. I'm guessing most of us try to find peaceful and calm solutions to life's difficulties, or at least hoping there will be peaceful and calm solutions. But we may be having difficulty doing all that given our current environment. And I know there's a major election coming up, and that there are a lot of folks struggling with just how to mark their ballots. Joan Chittister, a Benedictine abbess, talks about the struggle to make right decisions in her book, Welcome to the Wisdom of the World, and its meaning for you. This is from the chapter entitled, How Do I Know the Right Thing to Do? Most of the mail I get is from people who are disturbed about the state of the country or confused about the position of the church on major social issues, and they all want to right it. Some of them want to do it by changing the institutions as we have known them. Others simply want to leave them. Some of them want the old world back. Many of them want a new one entirely. Whatever their political or theological positions, however, most of them feel powerless to do anything, or worse, unsure what's really right to do, even if they feel they could change things. All of them are trying to figure out what they can do to resolve the issues, to live with the situation in peace themselves. They don't write out of anger. They write because most of them feel uncertain about their own responses to the world around them, as well as concerned about what they see happening. Everywhere, people are trying to reconcile the worldview with which they grew up with a worldview in flux. She goes on to talk about people's changing worldview and politics and theologies, and how even making the right decision seems to have become more complicated in our lives. Yet we're stuck with our own expectations that we will choose properly, maybe that we'll even always make the right decisions. So, this is what she goes on to say. And I turned too many pages, even though I marked it. There we go. The Buddha, in fact, did not really believe there was such a thing as perfection, if by perfection we mean meeting the expectations of others. The real enlightenment, the Buddhist believes, is coming to understand that we cannot be sure of anything other than what we are. We are all that we have, but what we are is the stuff of which the fullness of life is made. What we are, such as spirituality implies, is more than enough as long as we realize that the real achievement of life does not lie in practices and asceticisms and rituals, in trying to fit someone else's patterns or thoughts or goals. It lies in realization of the impermanence of life and in refusing to cling to anything, good as it may have been at one time. It lies in embracing the demands of every moment as one thing becomes another, rather than trying to freeze life at any moment of time. It lies in being able to find holiness in the mundane, even breaking the little rules so that the greater demands of life can be honored. And this is Bailiwick. She is wanting her bedtime treats. What is right is only that which must be done at the present moment, even when we are not sure exactly what that is. It is about living the best we can in circumstances that demand more than what we have at the ready. How can anything that stretches the self and does not destroy the other be anything but right, at least for now? When the circumstances change, as they inevitably will, integrity may well demand another answer. If the question is, how do I know the right thing to do? The answer must be, at least until the present circumstances change, that we must do the best we can. None of us is without flaws. None of us will always make all the right choices in all the right situations. but we can at least strive for enlightenment and to do no harm to the world around us, even to annoying cats. So, as we come to a close today, let's breathe in Spirit's gift of eye opening wisdom, instilling enlightenment and enrichment. As we breathe out, let's release our need to be perfect and to have the world around us live up to our expectations. And breathe in our own flexibility and integrity so that we might live into each new day and each new situation with a sure sense of who God calls us to be and just how we can live up to that call. Have a good weekend, hopefully without too many difficult decisions. But when they do arise, may you be graced with readiness and a creative anticipation so that your brain and your heart will achieve great things. Bye bye.